Hey, you can't level up without at least considering these three things. Welcome to Unbreakable. Hey, welcome to Unbreakable. Hey, this is part three on things you should be focusing on in December so that you can get stronger and build momentum as you are going into 2026. And coaching point number one is review the truth and not your feelings. A lot of times you don't even prepare for 2026. If it won't comfort your realities, you will take all types of bad habits into 2026 and then want to start the first week in January or January the 1st with New Year's resolutions. And I don't even participate in that. I start in December because I want to get a jump and I know it is going to take some extra time. I don't want to get caught up in that momentum that everybody else has by starting January the 1st. And so that's a championship technique and strategy, is to start before everybody else. And your emotions will only tell you how you felt, but the data actually will really tell you what happened if you are honest enough and really want to take a look at it. Some of the decisions, you need to look at some of those, some of your habits, some of the patterns that have actually shaped your outcome. What happened that you didn't complete that book? What happened that you didn't sit down to focus on what you were going to do and you decided to watch some extra TV? What really happened? Are you able to identify the gap? What did you actually expect? And what did you actually execute? And that part is going to be super important in order to be able to move forward with some type of momentum in 2026. And so really take a look and sit back. You have the rest of December to figure out what habits you want to address. And just remember, with the reflection, it isn't punishment because you didn't do things and you don't want to take a look at them. Really, reflection is it's preparation. It's being able to figure out what you need to do, what adjustments you need to make, and that's really a good thing. When I was involved in sports and played a Big Ten ball and won state championships and was a college head coach, you review what you did every day at the end of the day. And then the next day you review back before so that you could take notes, so that you could plan to make those adjustments. And the team usually wins. Success usually comes when you're able to make adjustments. There's a book out there called 3 Feet from Gold. And the guy who originally started digging hit some gold, went and got a bunch of equipment. It took him some time to come back, and he wasn't able to find the gold that he had before. And he actually ended up going bankrupt and had to sell his equipment. And other some other land geologists bought this particular area of property, and they were able to dig 3 feet from where the guy was, and then they found the gold. And that's because they were able to make those adjustments. And so really take a look at the adjustments that you need to make and start working on those now, so that when 2026 come, you already have momentum. And coaching point number two, close the open loops before the new year. Now, I don't know what sort of things that you didn't have finished. I don't know what sort of things that blocked you from having unfinished business for 2025, but take a look at those things. I- what conflicts do you need to resolve? What projects do you need to close or throw out? What responsibility lists do you need to make so that you can address those things that you said you were going to do? What personal promises did you keep or didn't keep? Did you get back with those people? Did you make a new plan? Did you follow through? Close what you should have completed before you actually go into the new year so that you're not dragging old weight into a new year. You can't even enter 2026 clean if you are actually carrying a bunch of clutter from 2025 and 2024. Breakthrough can't really land on any type of a clutter type of foundation. Do you need to clean your desk? Do you need to make a to-do list? Do you need to get your calendars put up and already get things marked in before 2026? Those are some small items that you need to consider so that you can level up, because if not, you're not going to be able to level up, and if you do, it won't last very long. You'll peter out um fairly quick, and you want to be able to eliminate those things so that you can move with momentum and move with speed and be successful quicker in the first quarter or the first month or the first 30 days versus waiting until the middle of the year because you've carried some things over. And finally, coaching point number three, build systems before you build the goal. Goals is not what creates success. It's actually the system that supports the goals. So I thought I would do something a little different today. So I'm going to use Perplexity on my phone. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm going to use Perplexity to do a little research. And I'm just going to ask a question because I want to give an example of what it's like to build a system. So I'm gonna so work with me here. Let's play with this AI tool, Perplexity. I use it for research purposes. It's probably the second best tool. It's better than Chat GPT, but Gemini is the best because it'll give you over 140 different citations where it got its information. Perplexity will give you over 40, and Gemini, I'm sorry, Chat GPT was about somewhere around 20 different sites. And so I like Perplexity. It does a really good job on some deep dive research. So here we go. So, can you give me an example of what it's like to build a system before you build a goal? And what does that mean?
Sure thing. Let's break it down. First, building a system means setting up a repeatable process or structure, something that helps you consistently work toward outcomes or goals. It's about creating the foundation, like routines, tools, or workflows that guide your efforts. Then, building a goal is about setting the specific target or outcome you're aiming for, like running a marathon or hitting a sales target. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, your system might include a weekly training schedule, a tracking app, and rest days. The system supports you, while the goal gives you direction. In short, system how you operate, goal what you want to achieve. Does that help clarify?
So, I just wanted you to hear it come from a citable resource tool. You have to put your routines in place, identify what habits you need to create so that you can be able to hit your goal. uh, Create your 2026 success framework. That means, what is your morning routine like? What's your planning rhythms like? Who's your accountability partner? What skills do you develop? When you get up in the morning, do you sit still quietly for 10 minutes so that you can hear direction? The night before you go to bed or before you actually get off work, have you actually um taking the time to say, here's what I need to work on tomorrow so that when tomorrow come, you're not trying to work on it. You already know what that is. Have you set 20 minutes aside every day to develop a particular skill set? That's a system that's going to help you maintain your success and start implementing those now so that when January comes around, you're automatically rolling. And just remember that success favors structure, not spontaneousness. Look, that's my time, y'all. Let's get ready to work so that we can make and get ready to make December a bona fide training month so that when January comes around, we're already rolling at a championship status. That's my time, y'all. Let's work.